Good evening and thank you for joining us. Carly, pretty good conditions there last night for those races at least.
They were incredible conditions. You know what, by the time we got done cutting all the highlights here at about 10:30 last night, it just started to rain. So somebody was watching and things stayed dry. I don't know if that's going to be the case for day 2 though.
Yeah, Shauna, that's the big question, I guess. What are we looking like for this evening?
It's going to be cold and there is some showers expected, so pack some rain gear if you're heading out to the chuck wagon races. But we'll take a look now. Currently, we're sitting at a chilly 16 degrees in Lloydminster with lots of cloud cover, and you know what? Lots of clouds in the Lakeland and Battlefords, 15 and 18 degrees. So yes, I did say there is some rain on the way. How much? I'll have your full weather forecast coming up a little later on.
One person was sent to hospital today after a two-vehicle collision in Lloydminster. The crash happened around 12:30 this afternoon. RCMP and EMS crews attended the scene. Both vehicles received extensive damage. The driver of the car was taken away on a stretcher. RCMP have not commented on the cause of the crash, but are continuing with their investigation. Another major construction project is underway in Lloydminster. The new complex will provide 10 brand new senior housing units. Jack Haskins tells us why the new building will have a positive impact on the seniors community.
I'm not going to dig in very far.
Yeah, don't do that.
Politicians and community members showed up to the sod-turning ceremony for Lloydminster's newest affordable housing development project.
I think this is an exemplary way to handle Métis housing and, in fact, low-income housing.
You know, housing is #1 item that we deal with as mayors and mayor's caucus provincially, so anytime we're addressing housing needs, it's a great day.
The Lloydminster Métis Housing Group is heading up the project. They received $1.2 million from the federal and provincial government to help build the new complex.
The big and most important thing of this is that we have 10 more units for seniors that are much needed, they're safe.
Mayor Jeff Mulligan knows the importance of projects such as this one, especially for a growing city like Lloydminster.
People live longer, the money's got to go further, there's less of it, and we want them to have a great quality of life, and we also want that for our community. This adds quality of life, social fabric, and wellness.
The final product will feature 8 two-bedroom apartments and 2 single-bedroom suites. Jack Haskins, Newcap News.
A plan to alleviate the problem of finding affordable housing in the border city is now being put to action. The Saskatchewan government recently revealed details for the first year of their 8-year housing strategy plan. Kathy Lee has the details about how this plan will hopefully balance out the people-to-housing ratio.
Laura Galloway came to Lloydminster for a job 4 years ago, but soon found the benefits of a career was outweighed by the task of finding an affordable home.
I couldn't find a place, so I actually got accepted into the low-income housing. But then I ended up making a little too much money to live there, so I got evicted.
Values have gone up and you know, they've kept pace with the earning capacity of a lot of people. And so it makes it difficult for them to save enough money for down payment.
This is Galloway's second home, but she's moving out again because the costs are too much.
So I was paying $400 a month, and then now to $14.
The growing population here is a reason why people like Galloway have a hard time not only finding housing, but one that's affordable. The government of Saskatchewan has just released the details of an 8-year housing strategy plan they hope will help the problem.
The first year's action plan is a summary of all of the actions that the province has underway with respect to increasing the supply of housing around the province.
Increasing housing supply is just one of 5 priorities of the plan. The others include improving housing affordability, supporting people in the greatest needs, enhancing the strategy plan for housing, and collaborating and educating all stakeholders. While this plan takes its first steps, local homebuyers are reminded of 2 programs already operational that can be taken advantage of, one being the rental construction incentive.
Where the Saskatchewan government will fund a portion of the cost of construction of rental units, trying to bring more affordable rental accommodations on board.
Until results of the new plan start surfacing, it's going to be another round of shuffling for Galloway.
It's going to be more affordable for me, but I will be struggling still to pay $900 a month for a small trailer and a yard, a little bit of a yard.
Kathy Lee, Newcap News.
Today was a special day in Wainwright. The Canadian Forces Bold Eagle program held its 22nd annual summer graduation. 73 recruits marched in the parade, which colorfully blended both Canadian Forces and Aboriginal traditions. Mike Baden explains how the month-and-a-half program really molds the kids' lives.
This is a rigorous 6-week program that gives recruits the chance to move forward in their military career.
Basic military qualification DP1. It is a qualification they can take with them if they should wish to continue their career in the Canadian Forces. They have a base qualification now.
If the graduates wish to continue on, they still need to complete an 11-week basic training program in St. John's, Quebec.
What we are doing is giving young Aboriginal Canadians a chance to experience a glimpse into the military life, and possibly for many of them it is a life-changing experience.
This day brings a lot of excitement to more than just the graduates.
Having this kind of a graduation, this kind of a celebration really means an awful lot to the inner meaning of what it is to be citizens of Canada and of Saskatchewan and also the Aboriginal communities.
Superiors say they notice a significant transformation in their students.
From the teenager that got off the bus to the young adult that you see in front of you on parade today, it's been a huge change in 6 weeks.
This summer, the camp had a special guest. The New Zealand Navy transferred over an 11-year veteran to observe how the Canadian military runs its camps.
Very, very similar countries in many ways, but what's happening here with the youth programs that you're running, in particular Bold Eagle, is really, really dynamic and forward-thinking. So I want to add some of the strengths of this program to what I do.
Bold Eagle is said to be one of the more successful military programs, with upwards of 40% of its graduates continuing their military careers. Mike Baden, Newcap News.